Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Today we have for you a 1997 Camaro Z28 30th anniversary edition in Arctic white with the white wheels and the houndstooth interior. This car also has the 6-speed manual transmission, T-tops, so cool, and it's only got 24,000 miles on it. It's a clean title on Carfax, shows 0 accidents or damage, and this car is just absolutely in gorgeous condition. It's the LT1 V8, 285 horsepower and about 325 foot-pounds of torque. So it gets up and runs really, really nice. Doing some research on the numbers of these cars, I think getting a conflicting. One source said 729 manuals, coupes, and then another source was like 1,497. Not sure, just some quick research on that, but basically it is a very low production car, very special car. Most of them were automatics, the majority of them. So let's kind of zoom in here and let's see if we can find any flaws or imperfections. This car is pretty darn nice. Looking in the headlight bucket here, just a couple of little teeny paint chips. Wouldn't mess with them at all. This car too, I'm gonna actually have a paint correction done on this. But it's nice to show it to you before it's even been touched. This car's basically just been washed and vacked. And so come up here on the hood. Some of the original vinyl is showing a little bit of wrinkling or whatever, but I mean, that's pretty much, that's nothing that, that's kind of just honesty of the car. Nothing that I would even consider changing. Looking across the hood here and see, look here. So you see the little teeny scratches in there. That's all gonna be polished out. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the money on this one and have it polished because I really, really like this car. Hoovy had this car on the car issues show, and I was coveting this the first time I saw it, and I just recently bought 10 of Hoovy's cars from the show. Looks like a little bug mark there. Everything's in great shape. One little nick on the vinyl there. Looking at the bumper here, it did have the tag bracket on it, so there's a couple of little holes where the tag bracket was. I would rather look at 2 holes than that ugly tag bracket personally, so I went ahead and took it off. I might put a little plug or something to cover those holes up, but just wanted you to see that they are there. The bumper is in absolutely fantastic condition. And the lights, signals, see what we got here. Yeah, that's just, might be a chip there and a mark. Some of that will probably be gone after it gets polished. And a little pause there. I had a little car started behind us. So keep coming over here, looking across the hood on this side and the vinyl. Again, some minor little wrinkling and little stretching and pulling of the vinyl, but as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. Looking at the fender here, other than a very few little minor, teeny imperfections, this car is super clean. Little stickum on the inside of there of a sticker that I took off the inside. Just haven't cleaned off the goo yet. Looking across the windshield is in excellent condition. Looking at the wheels here. When I do the polish on the paint, we're gonna clean up the wheels a little bit too. On the wheels, that little dirt gets embedded a little bit, but we'll take some polishing compound and polish up the wheels and brighten them. That will look really good. Looking at the tires are Falcons, and they're in excellent shape. Looks like we got a 2019 code, so fresh rubber, all good on the rubber here. Looking down the side of the car, it is absolutely beautiful. Don't see any door dings, don't see any paint chips. Looking at the mirror here, one tiny little nick on that mirror. Looks beautiful. I'll show you the interior here in a little bit. Everything is super nice on the T-tops. All of the rubbers are really good. The moldings, the trim, the plastic looks fresh. Looking at the handle here, don't even really have any fingernail marks or any scratches in there, so that looks really nice. Looking down the quarter panel, I don't see any flaws. Get a little bit of polishing compound on here to clean up some of the road grime, but that's really all that is. And normally there's a lot more paint missing, which is kind of normal just from the tires kicking up the rocks or whatever, but the paint looks fantastic. Looking at the rear wheel here, excellent condition. Like I said, we're gonna polish them up a little bit, but again, we got the Falcon tire in excellent condition. And just kind of take a peek here. Oh wow, look at the exhaust. Look how clean it is. Take a little peek under the car. And again, some little road grime to clean up, but that's to be expected. All right, coming across the back. We'll go ahead and look across the deck lid and the spoiler here. Looks like it's really, really nice. The vinyl is in really good shape. Not seeing any flaws or imperfections there. Let's go across the back here. Taillights look pretty much perfect. Z28 emblem. Deck lid's nice, no scratches around the keyhole. So people have really taken great care of this car. Looks like one tiny little imperfection. I don't know, it's like a little stress crack or something, but I mean, you don't really see it unless you really get up on it. But want to point out every flaw. Looking across the back here, looks like we might have a little, I don't feel it, so that'll probably buff out because I don't feel anything on it. So that should buff out good. Coming across the back here. So the bumper is really, really nice. The right quarter, clean, no flaws, no issues. And again here, same thing on the back bumper. All right, let's check out the right rear wheel. Looks like there's a little mark here. I don't really feel that, so a lot of that might buff out. I'm not sure what that's from. It kind of goes all the way around the wheel, but again, we'll polish on that. Inside of the wheel, that's pretty much gonna stay the same. Check the tread on the tires. I see these tires are at least 90% or better. Looking down the side of the car, and pretty much I do not see a single flaw. Again, looking around the handles, this car has had exceptional care. I see one tiny little paint chip there. I can feel it with my finger, so it's a tiny, tiny chip. Looking at the T-tops, all good. This side of the windshield, all good. Mirrors, very, very nice. Looking here at the fender. Nope, that just came off. Oh, this car is clean. Very nice. And you can see why I hounded Hoovie on this car. It's absolutely gorgeous. A couple little marks there. A little mark on the wheel down there. Nope, just come right off. So some detail in a little bit, some of this stuff will go away. And there is the tire. So let's go ahead and go around to the inside of the car and check out the interior. This has an incredible houndstooth interior. Let's start with the door panel here. Door panel is pretty much flawless. Coming across here, let's look along the rocker. Even on the edge, going down the rocker, a little bit of dirt, a little bit of polishing, from where the door seal rubs, but absolutely incredible. Carpets, pedals, I'll show you, I always like to show the pedals. Pedals, and then here's our floor mat, and underneath the floor mat is pristine. Let's take a look at the seat here. Okay, the seat is in incredible condition. That houndstooth just absolutely makes this car gorgeous. On the bolster here, we got a tiny bit of color wear. I'm actually gonna have Dr. Vinyl come in and touch that up because it'll just completely disappear. He does a really, really good job. And just touch up that little color wear. It's like there might be a little bitty, I don't know if that's what that is on there, but a little spot on the seat right there. In the back, seats, flip them forward here. And if I can figure it out, there we go. Pretty much immaculate. Sure, I mean, there's your 30th anniversary embroidering. Kind of cool, I love the buckets in the back. I mean, it's a really like serious, aggressive bucket seat. Very, very cool. All right, let's we'll look up here. The T-tops do not have, I think there's a cardboard shade cover. I do not have those, but they can probably be sourced on eBay or something like that. Seat is power with the manual recline. Let me slide in here. All right, gonna show you in here. Got our 6-speed manual transmission, and you'll look in here. I mean, there's virtually no wear on that shift knob. Factory, let's go ahead and show you the mileage there. 24,319 on the mileage. Radio works, AC blows cold. No issues or faults or problems with the car. Pull that buzzer out. Center armrest is perfect. Console. Dash is pristine, no flaws or issues. Visors, if you can see them, are also perfect. No flaws on the visors. We'll go ahead and do the passenger seat from here, and it is immaculate. I'll show in the bolsters here. Do not see any wear on the bolsters. Passenger door panel is perfect. And again, carpets, factory carpets, and floor mats. Absolutely perfect. Let's pop the hood and take a look underneath the hood. All right, LT1, 5.7 liter. This thing is absolutely mint underneath the hood. Oop, it's not focusing. There we go. Absolutely mint underneath the hood. I'll just pan back here and show you. Hood pad, a little bit of staining or whatever, but it is, the integrity is very, very good, and very nice underneath the hood. Here's all your bolts and all that stuff you can kind of see. All your paint bolts, all your bolts are original. Everything is untouched, undamaged, unmolested, unbelievable. All right, just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and take a look at the hatch. Show you that. They've spent so many years being careful with this. I don't want to scratch it. I don't want to be the first one to scratch it. And here we go. So here is, I like the way they do this little cargo cover thing here. It's kind of neat. It looks absolutely perfect under here. Hey, we got a Delco factory CD changer. There is the factory front tag bracket. And it's cool, the T-tops just slide right in there. So, all right, well, let's jump in this thing and take it for a spin. All right, funny story here. So I did a driving video earlier coming out of shift, and it's just a beautiful day that, you know, I decided to pop the T-tops and do another video. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear the exhaust any different or whatnot, but I don't know if you'll be able to experience it much, but let's go. I'm gonna take this thing for a drive with the tops off. It's just too awesome. Let's roll out. Such a, oh, so cool, so cool. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Oh man, I think I'm just gonna
driving after this video. Just gonna keep on keeping on. So I guess I better go back over the car again. But yeah, so you know, 24,000 miles, brakes, clutch, transmission, synchros, you know, everything about this car is just tip top. So no issues at all. Runs and drives perfectly. So let's just talk about the car. This car, absolutely love this generation of Camaro. I love the 4 square headlights. You know, I know that the later versions, you know, some of them could even get, you know, an LT4, some stuff like that. But, you know, they call it the catfish Camaro. But I like the 4 square headlights. I don't like the composites as much. But little stop sign here. Let's give this thing some gas. Woo, it's fun. I like it. So where was I? I don't even know. Who cares, right? Anyway, so I'll never forget when I saw the first 93 Camaro. I don't even know where I was or what was going on, but it was on display in a big convention center. And I remember walking down the hallway, and there it was, 93 Camaro. You know, thinking back to the, you know, to the 92 and older, you know, from the, what was it, 82, 83, you know, square, boxy, 80s, and I love those cars too. But you know, we were used to that style for so long, and I remember when I first saw the 93 Camaro, I was just, wow. I mean, the swoopy, the headlights, the way the fenders go into the mirrors, the quarters, it's just such a futuristic, it's such a cool looking car. Sometimes when something really radically new comes out, you know, there's a lot of times where, you know, you're kind of like, you know, you know, you don't really like it as much, you know. But this was definitely the case where it was just like, whoa. I mean, the new Camaro is wicked, you know. Massively different, but yet incredible in its own way. And absolutely just love the car. Always loved this generation. I've had quite a few of them. You know, it's funny because I like the early Camaro fronts, but then when you get into the later ones, I like the Firebird nose, you know. But let's let this car talk a minute. Love it. You know, this thing, like I said, you know, 285 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's perfect for this car. It feels so light, so nimble. You know, the manual transmission is freaking awesome. I think it's actually a Hurst shifter. You know, it's the perfect, you know, any more power, you know, and it's really be kind of pointless, you know. Right there, first gear's at the limit of the traction. You know, get a little second gear scratch. Just perfect. I wouldn't touch this car. I wouldn't change the exhaust. I wouldn't do anything. Well, especially this car, because I mean, this is such a rare car in an incredible condition. But so just, you know, I don't know. This is just a fantastic car that I absolutely love. This one here, if you want to come and see it, you're probably going to have to message me because it's going to be in the garage at the house. I'm going to enjoy this car and I'm going to drive it. Don't have it listed yet, but you know, we'll put it up for sale. But I am going to definitely enjoy it and drive it in the meantime. So I appreciate you guys coming along. It's fun to share these cars and just give you my take on them and give you the overview for the prospective buyers. So, you know, look us up on Facebook, EuroAsianAuto.com, or on Facebook, EuroAsianAuto, EuroAsianAuto.com. Give us a holler if you want to talk to us about any of our cars, 800-741-8136. And like and subscribe. We appreciate that. You never know, we might have your next dream car. As always, have a great day and happy motoring.